about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Boy, he was so close to getting to the outside and coming up with some huge yards. But, hey, let's give credit to the defense. This receiver is really fast. They were very, very fortunate not to give up a big play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Tackled, but first down.
Well, that's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down after that run on the previous play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's past the 45. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple of blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
Here's the second down play. He'll test the right side here. Tackle made after just a short gain.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And it's good, right down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. We come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will put it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. First down here for this offense. He'll hand it off. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Good enough for the first down to the 37. The Vols will crank up the tempo.
Well, that's just good, hard running by this back. And, man, they've had some good ones over the years. Go back to Jamal.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. inside the 10. And he's into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag down. This might be coming back. So that huge scoring play is wiped away by the penalty. Potentially a monumental call in this game. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. To throw, it's Iamaleava. It's pulled in, completion on a diving catch.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. And how about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
Second down after that previous play. And here's the handoff. That one moves the ball across the 40. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down. The Volunteers bring their punt team onto the field. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They love to stretch the lead here with a touchdown. Had to settle for 3 last time. Solid run. They'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Dropping back, it's Howard. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He fires it. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Boy, great throw and a first down for Tennessee, and they are in business. This quarterback is playing well, and, you know, Chris, they are able to recruit the nation when it comes to quarterback play because of the history and tradition they have. It started really with Peyton Manning, but has worked its way through. Think about T. Martin, won the national title in '98. Hendon Hooker, what he did a few years ago. Go back to Josh Dobbs. Some great quarterbacks that have played here.
And the Volunteers come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. And then first down, right back to the running game. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Testing the right side here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So they'll pass up the chip shot field goal attempt and go for it on fourth down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The second quarter here with a field goal attempt as they line up. The field goal is good. And we're all tied up now.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. Offense getting set. It's second down. Looking to throw. It's Howard. He's escaping the pocket now. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A handoff to the back. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Now it's second down here. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
The defense coordinator this week always telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Intercepted, picked off by the defense.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. They settled for a field goal last time out. They're looking for the end zone here, no doubt. The gain is 4, so it's second and 6.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
That gain makes it second and medium. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Scanning the field. It's Iamaleava. Receiver makes the grab, and he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the...
And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Browns. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. This will be fair caught way back at the 5-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They bring him down, but what an explosive play.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receivers. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up the first down, and no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
Getting set. Here's second down. Defensive backs up of the line, showing press. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Here's the point after attempt. And there's the point after. Now they get set to kick it away. Bringing it out. It's Selden. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Looking for a gap. It's Sampson.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Second down play coming up. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava looking for his back. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. Football comes out. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. We'll give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity this offensive line was on display, that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
PAT is good, so they're in front now, 17-10. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looks like he's going to run it. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Looking to throw it deep. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. That's a big gain across midfield all the way to the opponent's 35. First down, looking to throw the ball. And now another deep ball here. Downfield shot, ball's incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Keeping it on the ground here. Fights off a defender. Tackle made after a big gain. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight ends picks up a nice gain.
The Volunteers are in the red zone. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. On the run, he'll let it go. And he's got his man open downfield. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. First down and goal. Can the defense force a field goal and keep the lead at halftime? That's a design quarterback keeper. Nowhere to run up the middle. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. This will likely be the last play of the half. They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. And the defense tackles him in what should be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this away to start the second half. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the... Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. It's a short completion to the big tight end. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first half. The ball is hustled to the line to crank up the tempo.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Looking to pass here on second down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Tough running there. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. I think the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and the quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Well, they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They look to throw it here on second down. He's running out of time here. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
So bad plays on first and second down puts them in a tough spot here. Third and very long. And the back now goes in motion. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's fourth down. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Contact as he threw it. The pass is incomplete. The defense holds on fourth down, and they'll take over.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
I like the idea of mixing it up from time to time because you can't be too predictable. But the execution was a little bit off on this one. You're going to have to go back to the drawing board.
They'll give it to the running back. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a 1st down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. You keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
The Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. He'll get their 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Well, the offense goes with a counter play here, and the defense does a pretty good job of slowing it down. Again, you got to be disciplined on defense. Just when you think they're running on the front side, they run that counter play, and you better be home on the backside.
And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards. Buckeyes line it up with 1st and goal. Press coverage now from the secondary. And they're trying to punch it in here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. And the quarterback's going to sneak it. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Nice safe call here for the touchdown. The quarterback does a nice job of just kind of waiting to find the crease behind that centering guard. Found it, got low, and found the end zone.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Selden. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Looking downfield, it's Ayamaleva. Looked over the middle, but it's incomplete. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Makes the grab. It's McCoy. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. 1st down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. The pre-snap motion from the offense. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
The offense now operating in empty. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Back to throw again. Makes a quick grab. The tackle made after a solid game will spot the ball at the 34. And the Vols looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Move the sticks for a first down for this Tennessee offense, and this quarterback is really starting to throw the ball well, putting the ball on the money, and giving these receivers a chance to make plays after the catch. And I tell you, they've had some great quarterbacks, as we know, that have played in their time in Knoxville.
The Vols lining up here on 1st and 10. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
2nd down after the incompletion. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Short pass finds the tight end. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
First down here for this offense. Handoff to the right side. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. On the ground, it's Lewis. And that's a solid game before the defense able to bring him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Trying to convert again on 3rd down. It's 3rd and 2. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that 3rd down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. Caught in the backfield. It's White. Finding space at the 20. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up into the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And they'll use the ground game here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. He's got it right near the end zone. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Hey, it's a nice gain here. They get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. Kirk, you look for rust, you look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast. But I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
PAT up and good. They trail by a touchdown, 24-17. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, chew some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Crossing the 40. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
And I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. Get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside of the perimeter to set something up downfield.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Here we are late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, 3rd and long. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Leading here late in the game, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to keep possession and stretch the lead. Looking to throw for the first down. He's got it. Enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
They'll run it here. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Using his legs, it's Judkins. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Press coverage now from these DBs. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And they add to their lead. After extending the lead with a field goal, they'll kick it off now, trying to make the offense go a long way to win it. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers. And they bring him down to the 32 after a solid return. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Scanning the field, it's Ayamaleva. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. And he's going to launch it deep again. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Most offensive coaches will be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man coverage, but I'm curious to see if they're going to test this DB again after that coverage.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. And that pass is incomplete, trying for an oh-by-the-way touchdown, but it's no good. Time expires. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish.